Words are not just tools, they are building blocks of our ideas and expressions that make our communication better. They are just like colors which make the pictures beautiful. Instead of sticking to the simpler words, if you use more exciting ones, it can make your ideas stand out. Today we will learn some exciting words as a replacement of simpler words that can make your speech impressive. Instead of saying very exciting, you can use the word exhilarating. We felt exhilarated by our walk along the beach. Very scared, petrified, petrified. The idea of making a speech in public petrified him. Instead of saying very good, you can say amazing. His grandmother was an amazing lady. Instead of saying very clear, you can use the word obvious. After he was scolded by his father, it was obvious that he was upset. Instead of saying very easy, you can say effortless. If you watch her dance, it looks so graceful and effortless. When you want to say that I am very tired, you can use the word exhausted. After working all night long, he was exhausted the next day. Very shy, timid, timid. The child stopped outside the room and was too timid to come inside. Very annoying, exasperating, exasperating. It is so exasperating when he won't listen to a word that I say. Very rude, offensive, offensive. She made some offensive remarks which I didn't like. Very slow, sluggish, sluggish. This humid heat makes me feel rather sluggish. Very often, frequent, frequent. When I was a kid, I would go to that park frequently. Very clean, spotless, spotless. He always keeps his car spotless. Very big, enormous, enormous. An enormous amount of money was invested on the projects. Very weak, frail, frail. As he was getting older, his body was becoming increasingly frail. Very short, brief, brief. After being insisted by him, I gave a brief overview of the situation. Very careful, cautious, cautious. Be cautious while driving. Very necessary, essential, essential. Fluency in English is essential to get a good job these days. Very busy, swamped, swamped. I am swamped with work these days. I don't think that I will come to the party. Very small, minuscule, minuscule. Despite having minuscule pay scale, he was not willing to leave the job. Very dull, tedious, tedious. After a long day at work, I find it tedious to clean the house. Very funny, hilarious, hilarious. Her jokes are absolutely hilarious. Very happy, delighted, delighted. I was delighted to be invited to her party. Very poor, destitute. Even though he grew up in a destitute family, it didn't stop him from achieving his goals. Very confused, perplexed, perplexed. The students looked perplexed, thus the teacher explained the topic again. Very sure, certain, certain. He is not certain whether to invest in the stock market. Very upset, distraught, distraught. Losing your life savings is enough to make someone distraught. Very old, ancient, ancient. In ancient time, when there was no internet, people would rely on letters or telegrams to exchange a message with their relatives. Very special, Exceptional, exceptional. The company has shown exceptional growth over the past 2 years.